My therapy ain't there yet. I need to go for some more sessions before I can deal with a lad in my house.
The Married to Medicine drama just took a shocking turn. Dr. Heavenly has finally broken her silence, and she's not holding back. After months of whispers, accusations, and messy fallout, she's now revealing Dr. Contessa's role in the rumors about her husband, Dr. Damon. And trust me, what she had to say changes everything. What started as a simple disagreement between two friends has now turned into a full-blown war. We're talking about broken trust, shady accusations, and some serious allegations that have fans questioning everything. The bond that once held Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Contessa together has completely shattered, and now there's no coming back from it. But to really understand how things got this bad, we have to take a step back, because this drama didn't just come out of nowhere. There's a whole history here that led to this explosive moment.
Man, what? Like, we can't be sisters because we argue? I'm sick of it, man. I'm trying too hard.
You are. You're trying for the bitches. I see.
We've been acting like this for what, 6 years?
6 years.
Now, it ain't always right. I'll be the first one to say,
Let
I'm on
that
the
pass.
If you could forgive her for the lies she told on you and the fights
I told her.
Yes, you did. You know you did. Come on now. We're not gonna have this conversation. But for you to
yeah, I
forgive
told her
her,
lies.
we should all be able
I'm
to
not bringing up the
forgive.
past.
We all gonna be able to forgive.
Once upon a time, Dr. Heavenly Kimes and Dr. Contessa Metcalf were more than just castmates on Married to Medicine. They were close friends, they laughed together, had each other's backs, and navigated the chaos of reality TV side by side. Even when drama erupted in the group, these two stood strong, supporting each other through personal struggles and professional challenges. But reality TV has a way of testing friendships, and Married to Medicine is no exception. What started as a rock-solid bond between two successful women quickly turned into one of the messiest feuds the show has seen. Fans watched as their dynamic shifted from sisterhood to shade, and soon there was no going back. So what went wrong? Well, it all started with one YouTube live stream. Dr. Heavenly is known for her unfiltered personality, and that's exactly what makes her YouTube channel so popular. She regularly hosts Q&A sessions where she spills her thoughts on Married to Medicine, her castmates, and everything in between. But one night, things took a turn that no one saw coming. During one of her live streams, a fan asked a loaded question about Dr. Contessa's marriage, something that probably seemed harmless at the moment, but ended up changing everything. Instead of dodging the question or keeping things vague, Heavenly did what she does best. She kept it real. And by real, I mean she didn't hold back at all. She openly claimed that Dr. Scott, Contessa's husband, was emotionally abusive and that their marriage was toxic. She even went as far as saying that Contessa deserved better and that their relationship was far from healthy. Now, whether Heavenly was speaking from a place of concern or just being messy is up for debate, but one thing was clear: this was not a conversation that needed to happen in front of thousands of viewers, and y'all already know this didn't sit well with Contessa. Imagine finding out your so-called friend is publicly airing out your marriage problems instead of calling you directly. That's exactly how Contessa felt. Blindsided and betrayed. And in true Married to Medicine fashion, it didn't take long for things to explode. From that moment, their friendship was never the same. Contessa confronted Heavenly, demanding to know why she felt the need to discuss such a personal matter on a public platform, but instead of apologizing, Heavenly doubled down, insisting that she was only speaking the truth. And just like that, the tension between them reached a breaking point. Their fallout wasn't just about a difference of opinion, it became personal. Contessa felt disrespected, while Heavenly stood by her words, refusing to take them back, and as the season went on, the tension between them only got worse. But as messy as this situation already was, things didn't stop there, because what happened next took their feud to an entirely new level.
And y'all can say it whatever y'all want to. We do know a lot of doctors. The tickets was $250. Trust me, that thing would have been packed out had it been free. A lot of people are not trying to get money. Look, Toya didn't get shit. So how the hell y'all gonna tell us the people in the medical community just want to give out their money? $2,500 was a lot to give. Some people gave $5,000, but my point is this, and I was trying not to go past the episode. That night, y'all wrote a check for $100,000. We did not have $100,000. In fact, since y'all going past the episode, we didn't get that $35,000 to the end of the damn season, so now I'll go with that. That man waited for that damn money, okay? And not just me, but we were helping Phaedra trying to raise up some more money because she didn't want to pay it. That bitch bitched about that money. I'm telling you no lie. But in the end, Phaedra does not want to look bad in any light. So in the end, she finally, reluctantly, wrote a check. She wrote 2 checks. She wrote one for $45,000 and one for $35,000 because somebody was supposed to get $10,000, and in the end, I think they did. But that was way at the end of the season.
After hearing what Dr. Heavenly had to say about her marriage on YouTube, Dr. Contessa Metcalf was done playing nice. She felt betrayed, not just because Heavenly spoke on her relationship, but because she did it so publicly on a platform where thousands of fans could weigh in. In Contessa's eyes, this wasn't just shade, this was a full-on attack, and instead of handling it behind closed doors, she decided to confront Heavenly in a way that no one would forget. Now, this wasn't some one-on-one sit-down or a private phone call. Contessa staged the whole thing in front of the entire Married to Medicine cast. And when I tell you the tension in that room was thick, I mean you could cut it with a knife. Everyone was there, waiting to see how this would go down. As soon as they sat down, Contessa wasted no time. She called out Heavenly directly for constantly using her YouTube channel to trash her castmates, and she wasn't just talking about herself. Heavenly had been shading everyone. She had opinions on Toya's marriage, Quad's personal life, and even Jackie and Simone's friendship. Contessa laid it all out, exposing just how much damage Heavenly's honesty had caused. And y'all already know, Heavenly was not about to back down. When Contessa demanded an apology, Heavenly didn't even hesitate before doubling down. She rolled her eyes, smirked, and basically dismissed the whole intervention as nonsense. She insisted that she was just speaking the truth and that if her friends couldn't handle it, that was their problem. And just like that, what started as an intervention turned into an all-out verbal battle. But the real explosion, that came when Heavenly took things to a place she never should have gone. As the argument escalated, voices got louder, tempers flared, and no one was backing down. But then Heavenly said something that crossed a line that could never be uncrossed. She brought up Contessa's late mother. Now, let's be clear, Contessa's mom had passed away not long before all this drama unfolded, and it was still a very sensitive topic for her. So when Heavenly threw a dig in that direction, the entire room went silent. For just a second, there was a stunned pause, like everyone was trying to process what had just been said. And then Contessa saw red. She immediately snapped, she lunged forward, her voice shaking with rage, and security had to step in before things got physical. It was a moment that no one saw coming, and even the other ladies who were used to drama were left in shock. At that point, there was no coming back from this. Contessa had tried to confront Heavenly about her behavior, but instead of showing any kind of remorse, Heavenly had hit her where it hurt the most. And just when it seemed like things couldn't possibly get any messier, Contessa decided to get even. Because if Heavenly wanted to play dirty, Contessa was ready to take it to the next level.
Y'all act like y'all freaking confused. Y'all act like y'all slow a little bit, or the people just don't give a damn and just want to start some shit. This is how this went down. Jackie did the Met Gala last year. They asked her to do it again. She told Phaedra, but you know what I mean? Okay, or maybe they told her the truth. I don't know. Anyway, Phaedra's the co-chair. She didn't do anything, right? They get in a meeting. Jackie says, okay, she knew it cost $30-something thousand to put the event on. So over that $30,000, she said we could raise another $25,000 if everybody gives $2,500. That's all we were obligated to do.
If you thought things couldn't get messier after Heavenly's low blow about Contessa's mother, think again. Because in the middle of all that chaos, Contessa decided to throw a grenade of her own, one that no one saw coming. In the heat of the argument, with emotions running high, Contessa hit Heavenly where it hurt the most, her marriage. She accused Dr. Damon, yes, Daddy himself, of cheating. And listen, if you know Heavenly, you know she does not play about her husband. She had spent years on Married to Medicine defending her marriage, constantly shutting down any suggestion that her husband could ever step out on her. So for Contessa to throw that accusation out there, it was explosive. But Contessa didn't stop at just implying infidelity. Nope, she went all in. She claimed that not only had Damon been unfaithful, but that he had allegedly fathered children outside of their marriage. Y'all, the entire room went silent. The cast members' jaws were on the floor. Even the ones who had their own issues with Heavenly weren't expecting Contessa to go that far. Some of them even looked uncomfortable, as if they knew this was about to cross into territory that would be hard to come back from. And Heavenly? Woo! If looks could kill, Contessa would have been done right then and there. Heavenly's face went from shock to pure rage in a matter of seconds. She immediately jumped in to shut it down, calling Contessa a liar and accusing her of making things up out of jealousy and bitterness. And honestly, it was chaos. Voices were raised, fingers were pointed, and security had to step in again to keep them from getting too close. This wasn't just a petty reality TV argument anymore. Contessa had just accused Damon of something that could destroy his reputation, and Heavenly wasn't about to let that slide. So the big question became, was there any truth to these allegations, or was this just another case of reality TV drama spiraling out of control? For months after that explosive showdown, Heavenly stayed silent about Contessa's accusations, and for someone as vocal as her, that was suspicious. Fans started wondering if maybe, just maybe, there was something she wasn't saying. But now, Heavenly has finally broken her silence. In a recent interview and on her YouTube channel, Heavenly came out swinging, shutting down every single one of Contessa's claims. She made it very clear that her husband has never cheated, and that the accusations were nothing more than a desperate attempt to smear his name. According to Heavenly, Contessa's bitterness over their friendship ending is the only reason she would say something so damaging. She also pointed out that if there were any truth to these allegations, the streets would have been talking long before Contessa ever brought it up. In her words, Damon is the best man I know. If he had some secret kids, don't y'all think someone would have come forward by now? And honestly, she has a point. In this day and age, if a well-known man has a secret child out there, it's only a matter of time before someone spills the tea. But still, some fans aren't convinced. Because let's be real, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. So is Contessa just making things up out of spite? Or is there more to the story than Heavenly is willing to admit?
I don't know why they didn't play none of this, but Sweet Tea be coming for the shit. So I said, yo, man, did all of this, that, and the other. I said it. They didn't play it. Of course they didn't, right? So then Fetcher comes out and was like, you don't know if that's true or not, Sweet Tea, don't worry about it. She said, no, she's saying this about my husband. All I can say is what Quiet told me and what the people that's next door to her told me, and some of our best friends told us what happened, okay? So I'm going by that. And to me, I think it's fact because I don't think these people got a reason to lie, okay? But, okay, Quiet left this man for sure. Anyway, so when Phaedra said, we don't know what's true or what's not, Quiet jumped in it. We do know what's true. We do know. And then the Sweet Tea and Quiet got into it real bad, worse than me and Contessa. They got into it. She was like, my husband, no. She said, I can say my experience with that man, what happened to me. And then her, this is what scared me. Quiet and Sweet Tea actually was screaming at each other. They was, I want to say they were touching.
At this point, one thing is crystal clear. Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Contessa's friendship is beyond repair. The bond they once had, gone. The trust, completely shattered. What started as a close friendship has turned into one of the messiest feuds in Married to Medicine history, with allegations so wild that fans don't even know who to believe anymore. But now, I gotta ask, y'all, do you think there's any truth to what Contessa is saying about Dr. Damon? Or is this just her way of getting back at Heavenly for airing out her marriage problems first? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this one is too crazy not to discuss. And listen, this drama is far from over, so if you want to stay updated on every twist and turn, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications.